Redhawks got to get somebody else besides Cleveland involved right now. Oh, that was a funky looking three, but it goes for Simmons.
Program, tremendous success, and now he's got Hofstra on the right path. The question is, can Tennessee Martin get on the right path?
They tied for the league title last year.
12 years old, you don't have the strength to get the ball up, so when you put it above your head at an early age, you have to use your strength a different way. But I'm telling you right now,
this one is over, but Southeast Missouri State, this was a game they had to have, the home game against UT Martin, to have any hopes of taking the West. Are you kidding me?
Controlled by Jonathan Dalton. Dalton brings it up now for the Redhawks. He suffered a concussion against UMKC and just now passed concussion protocol. Nice run. Jamal Calvin gives it up to Simmons. He'll drive, shoots over Kendricks, who I thought.
You know, there is obviously used to be Memphis State, now the University of Memphis there as well. So it's a great basketball community.
Great pass by Cleveland outside, and a few more. Chris Kendricks now with a dozen. Milos Varanish calling for it on the left block. Instead, they'll stay on.
This team averages 86 points per game at this point, pacing the Big Ten. Daniel Simmons gets that pull-up jumper. And
small sample, but still pretty impressive.
Right. It's a great way to start off the season.
There's a very high ball screen. Calvin kicks it left side. Another open three.
You're going to have to clean up in the second half.
The Braves go with their own slip screen, and Dante Thomas gets it to go. That's been a weapon of his over the last season plus. High floater off. Here's Simmons. Out to Milos Vranic. Bradley had him, Milos Kanisevic, right after you. And a three knockation
On that. When you start getting your feet set under you and feeling confident in your jumper like that can lead to big things.
Again, JoJo McGlaston with an outside. There's a launch three by Simmons. Daniel Simmons.
Trying to keep it alive, and he does for SEMO. 6 minutes to play from the baseline. Nice touch. The newly renovated State Farm Center. 14-point lead for the Illini. Duffus driving, kicking, and the three is knocked down in there. John Gross wants to see this Illinois team finish this thing off. Play strong for the final 3.5. Hanging and hitting. That's Daniel.
Simmons angles in free throw line. Near corner Lewis. Lewis a bounce, nothing doing there as he goes baseline. Carpenter well outside the block on Baker. Gets it to the cutting Simmons with a lefty layup. It's in. At the line this game rather. Mahoney, right hash coming back for it. Brewer wide left. Dalton, Simmons toward the left corner. The drive, the wraparound layup. It's in. Simmons works it high left. Bounce toward the left corner, Dalton. He'll bring it back out to his right. Now cut in, penetrate, bounce left corner, Simmons. Moves in, 17-footer, got it, and SEMO has the lead. Back out to the line in Dalton. Left wing Kowalski out to Brewer. A bounce, right hash, Simmons. Curling left, driving on Baker. Takes it to the hole, scoops and scores. Right-hand scoop from
Carpenter's offense.
And this Southeast team, they feast on the threes. They will shoot it a lot. One of the better teams in the conference, third in the conference, shooting percentage from three. Nice move.
Have all these presences down low that they can get these offensive rebounds, and that's really what they've been doing well all year.
Beautiful backdoor cut. Back into that trapping zone. Pass deflected near steal, and then it is taken away from McCarthy. Carpenter's going to throw it up ahead. Here's Simmons against Glada, lays it in.
Governor's squad, they really love it. Coach Figure loves it when they can get all those offensive boards.
That's what the Gubs do best.
You start causing turnovers like that, that can spell bad news for your squad.
Ugba check back in with the 3 fouls. Simmons, nice reverse up and in.
It across the stripe, it's Dalton, 57-44 Racers. Dalton, right elbow extended, goes across the lane. He bounces it away to Simmons. He gets inside, puts the shot up and in with a little roll.
Miller came down with it in the bucket.
I think Miller took it away from Dupree. I don't know if we get a steal on that, but I guess not. 75-57, 3 in the air by Simmons. Kind of an odd-looking shot, but three in the face of his defender. Back of the iron, won't go. Rebound tipped into the sideline and picked up by Simmons. He'll drive in, put it off the glass, hit it, and drew the foul.
He doesn't force a lot. He gets to the free throw line about 8 times a game. Leads the A-10. Very efficient.
Kowalski kicked it to the corner. Simmons for 3.
What he's going to look like in 3 years. And as he gets more skilled offensively, the Redhawks are doubling him down in the post. As he can pass out of the post, it's going to be that much more difficult to guard.
Almost altered that shot. But quick. Three up left side. And the second 3 of the night for Daniel.
Telecast. For the most part, they've had good bench scoring. And even in the competitive games, they got 13 against Arizona State. They got 15 against Vanderbilt. As Simmons,
including making a couple 3-pointers now. After missing the first 2, they've made the last 2.
Dalton in the land of the Giants down there. And throwing up a 3 to beat the buzzers.
Like I said, it hasn't been all dunks or easy layups. There have been moves with the defenders between Mayween and the basket, and he's had to make a move to score.
Simmons.
Season high. Misses a couple.
Backdoor cut. Simmons. Pretty good defense by Mayween, but Simmons able. Stokes. Wainwright trying to keep it alive. Ahead to Simmons. He launches for 3. Yes, this kid can shoot. Dalton out to Simmons. World B free. Knocks in another one.
betydelig via på kombinasjon.
Dribbled it off of his foot. Now diving for it is Milos. Rolls it to Simmons. Fires a three and hits it from 20. And the lead is 5. Carpenter's job was to box out Fry. He couldn't get it done. 78-73, Simmons with a dribble drive. He goes to the reverse.